that's the way to start the day.
Right, people, now this might seem crazy, and to be honest, that's because it is, but I have taken a cold shower in the morning pretty consistently for the past year to 15 months, and I believe it is the best way to start the day. I was initially introduced to the idea by a guy named Wim Hof, one of my biggest heroes in the world and a real prophet of our time. He's got this method called the Wim Hof Method, and basically it's composed of breathing techniques, cold exposure, and mental commitment. I've been following the method on and off for the past year-ish, and I'll leave some videos down below if you're interested in his work and sort of how I got into this. There's some slightly less exciting benefits of cold showers that I've got to get through first. You know, these are the physiological stuff, like boosts your immune system, boosts your metabolism, gives you smoother skin, increases your circulation, decreases muscle soreness, all brilliant things. But what I'm interested in really is the psychological effects, mate. Do you know what I mean? Cold exposure increases your levels of dopamine, norepinephrine and serotonin in the brain, which are neurotransmitters. Dopamine is associated with your drive and your motivation. Norepinephrine is overall mood and energy levels, and serotonin is again mood regulation. But in reality, no one does something and thinks, I'm going to do this because it will boost my dopamine and norepinephrine. No one thinks that way. You do it because it makes you feel good. You do it because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. You do it because it makes you feel better about yourself. But to be fair, you might be thinking, Joel, how on earth does putting myself under ice cold water make me feel good, make me feel better, and make me feel accomplished? Well, to be honest, at the time it doesn't. It's horrible. It's uncomfortable. You don't want to be in there because you're going through, mild discomfort. Your body is freaking out. But the benefits come afterwards. The benefits come when you get out of the cold water. During the cold shower, you will want to get out. Your mind will be freaking out. You will be uncomfortable. But over time, you learn that being uncomfortable is okay. You learn that the body can survive when the mind is freaking out. And this, I think, is the most profound benefit of cold showers. It's learning to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Learning that you don't have to listen to your mind. If your mind tells you not to do something because it's going to be uncomfortable, you can overcome that. You don't have to listen to your mind. I mean, the phrase that I like is that you can be the master of your own mind. Because the mind is what runs our life. The mind is what molds our reality. And if we're the master of our mind, there's nothing that can hold us back in life. When you learn to be the master of your own mind, life opens up in so many ways you could barely even think of. If you decide to take on the challenge of a cold shower, your mind will tell you not to do this. Your mind will tell you it's uncomfortable. Your mind will tell you you don't have to do it. But that's the whole purpose, is to get over those thoughts. Getting over procrastinatory, negative thoughts in the mind and pursuing through them and doing the things you want to do is a profound lesson for life. It's getting over what I like to call psychological barriers. And even now, when I've been doing this for over a year, pretty much every morning I do not want to get in that water. I stand there first thing in the morning once I've woken up and opened my curtains, and I think to myself, Joel, you don't have to do this. And then there's that other voice that goes, no, this is a psychological barrier. And every single morning I feel amazing afterwards. My energy levels are better, I'm happier, I just feel more accomplished. Because in life, to do great things, a fundamental skill we need to have is to get over psychological barriers. To quieten the doubting voice in the head, because you can't do amazing things if you listen to the doubts in your mind. If you listen to the thoughts in your mind that don't serve you, and you're not the master of your mind can run your life. And that is not always the right thing. Breaking down a psychological barrier every single morning with a cold shower might just change the trajectory of your entire life. And that's an exciting thing. So try it. As much as you don't want to, just do it. You can start small. Wim Hof, the guy I mentioned earlier, which was the reason I got into doing this, suggests at the beginning, take a warm shower and turn it cold for the last 15 seconds, and you can just build up over the days, go 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, up and up and up, until you can do, multiple minutes like that, and then go into going straight into the cold, no warm shower, and build up time like that. It's a slow, gradual process. Like, no one can just get into an ice bath or get into an ice cold shower straight away from day one, because that's not how it works. In terms of temperature, anything under 20 degrees is sufficient, but the colder you go, the more accomplished you feel afterwards, I find. And after a while, you get so used to the cold that your body adapts to it, and it doesn't really feel cold anymore. At the end of my showers, I don't really feel like the water is that cold. My body is used to it. My body has adapted. And in our comfortable lives that we live in the modern day, we don't really get to witness the power of the body to adapt to uncomfortable situations. In a way, our lives are too comfortable, and we don't tap in to the benefits that you'd get from momentary discomfort that you can get from things like a cold shower. We rarely get to witness our power to break down psychological barriers. We barely get to witness our ability to overcome our thoughts. But a cold shower every single morning can show you that every single day. So take the chance. Become the master of your own mind. Break down psychological barriers and just get into that cold water. I tell you what, every morning that's probably the best decision you can make. That's why I take a cold shower every single morning. And if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate if you joined the Be an Anomaly movement by hitting the subscribe button down below. And all that's left to say is that I hope you have a cold shower tomorrow morning. In fact, have a cold shower right now. And I'll see you next time for more.